Sorry, geezer. We're back, another video, and we are on our way to Darlington. We are visiting someone called Ryan, who I put a post out on Instagram saying who wants to shoot a video because I have 2 days next week. I'm completely free. We had quite a few people respond, but Ryan's was definitely one of the posts that stood out to me because the conversion's at the end, and I had a conversation with him as well. So it's interesting to see his take on it because we're really far up from where we are. It's 3 hours away. But let's go and see Ryan, and no, can't do that. Wait a second. I don't want no noise in the background or nothing. Come on, big man, you're gonna move. No, he's staying. And we can have a chat and talk about his story, how he got there, why Darlington. So yeah, I'm on my way there now, and let's see what today brings. Just got to the property. Just met Ryan. Now we're going into the house, I'll have a conversation, and you can explain to me why Darlington.
Absolutely.
Thank you for inviting us down.
No problem.
Massively appreciate it. And we are 80% of the way or 90?
I'm going to say 92.
Okay. Very specific. 92%
We should
of the
be
way
99,
through.
but yeah, no, we're so close, but we've just decided to just take our time with this last bit.
Okay, so 6 bedrooms.
Yep.
How many en suites?
2 en suites,
Yep.
2 shower rooms.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the house itself is a huge house. I've already walked around it, seen it. You made it this size, didn't you? You got the basements, you got the loft conversions.
Yeah. So we've pretty much doubled the square footage by going up and down.
Okay. Why Darlington?
So particularly where we are right now, there's a train station which, I mean, it's about 500 metres away.
You can see it from
You
the
can
top
see
window,
it from
can't you?
here. And there's over 100 million being pumped into there, and they're completely regenerating this exact area. So over the next 5-10 years, typically we don't really get much capital growth in the northeast, but hopefully that will change now with the treasuries up here now as well.
So regeneration schemes that they're putting into place as well should add value.
You've got to follow the money, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
So, yeah.
So I like it. I've seen it. I think it's time now I show the guys at home around, have a look at some of the bedrooms, especially the basement's pretty cool.
Basement.
So we'll do that, and then we'll catch up in a second.
Yeah.
Big part of the house is this basement conversion.
Yeah.
What gave you the inspiration, and how did you see that you could do this down here?
Yeah, so when we bought the property, the actual window was boarded up and there was a door boarded up. So the actual way to convert this, it was pretty simple. It was like a cellar, but we put a stud wall in there, made an exit, and this whole crater was in there as well. So this wall was here. So it just it lend itself really well to a basement ensuite room. It's a huge ensuite as well. But
Okay, because you could actually do this as a 1-bedroom flat, really, if you wanted to, and split the title deeds, couldn't you?
we were thinking about doing that, but we just decided to go for this instead.
You had options.
Yeah, we had the option. We did really think about it, to be honest. Putting a little kitchenette in, rear exit or entrance, and then just not even putting the staircase in.
Yeah, because the space of this house there's a lot of space here, isn't there? Like you said, you've doubled the square footage and over.
But I think for HMOs, that space is so important in a bedroom.
Yeah.
So.
Well, it gives the feel to the people who are coming into this, because your plan with this is the hospital.
Well, that's an option which just got brought to me yesterday.
Yeah.
It was working professionals, but because the intake is now and the standard that it is, that they're looking together. These people, they want to live together. So it's a big option which we want to explore, obviously.
And how far is the hospital from this property?
It's probably about a 5-minute drive.
Okay, so it's ideal.
It's ideal, yeah. You can probably get closer, but also are you going to get a place this spec, brand new, all your colleagues in under one roof? So
because even the furniture that you've provided, you can
Yeah.
clearly see like the level that you've gone to.
yeah, it's really good quality furniture as well. It's not cheap.
Top floor, ensuite in the loft. Why did you convert this place? Because this is a big job, isn't it?
Yeah, so we had to drop the ceilings to be able to get the ceiling heights for this additional room. We were going to go for 7 beds, but we'd rather just have, like we just said downstairs, one nice big room which someone's going to love and stay in for ages, pretty much. And yeah, it just sort of lends itself really nice to a nice big room. We've got it's an awkward size, but
it's a huge space, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a very, very big space.
So that's good storage, desk. Yeah, it's a nice size, nice natural light coming in.
It's hottest room in the house.
So hot, yeah, so hot. That is that freshly king span in there, We've
yeah.
gone high quality, EPCA maybe, I don't know about that.
It is very hot.
Yeah.
Builders, so you live about how far from here? Drive?
Well, it's about a 5-hour drive, but it takes me about 6 when I stop off about 4 times.
Okay, so a 6-hour drive from where you live.
Yeah.
How did you build your network and how did you get the right people around you up here?
So it's took a few years and I've met so many people, but I think just being yourself, keep on meeting people, keep on putting yourself out there, being honest, showing your mistakes, showing what you're doing well, being sort of an open book, people just gravitate to you and you just get along with people,
It's your vibe, isn't it? What you give out is what you get back.
I think people that I get along with here, what am I saying, but a lot of people that come from the south, they're a bit standoffish because they think like we've all got like loads of money and we're just coming to take all their properties. So to start with, they can be, but when they realise actually I'm up here because I can't afford where I live and I'm just trying to do well in property as well and this is the only way we can, then they just start to realise like, we're all just trying to help each other, and stuff like that. So
builders, contractors, we struggle when we go to new
Yeah.
areas and that's just the process. You have to go through certain ship builders to get to the good ones. How did you find, because how many properties have you got up here first?
So this is my 4th.
In this area?
Literally in a 10-minute drive of every single one.
Have you been through the ship builders yet?
Yes, yeah.
Plenty of them.
Where's this going?
Yeah. It's not going anywhere.
Great builders, I love them all.
Fantastic, everybody. But you've gone through the processes, haven't you?
Yeah, it's been hard. And this one I was actually really, really concerned because I completed on the property and I didn't have a builder.
Okay.
I didn't have a builder I trusted for this one. Just because, when a builder's out of depth even on like a 40 grand refurb, let alone doing something like this. Yep. So for me, I was panicking. But luckily, it just fell together. I've met a good firm through networking who are, they've got a load of lads full time, big old firm to do a job like this. And they've just been brilliant. And it's actually restored my faith in taking on big projects because it's not down to me maybe to make certain decisions, which I don't know about. Yeah. It's like they're just going to guide me through the process and make me learn.
And they're on site as well all the time. So when a situation arises, you kind of want them, as long as it's not going to cost you a fortune, you want them to make the decisions to move forward. If it's not going to change the visionary aspect or the space inside. Yeah, exactly. So if they encounter a problem, you want them to be able to fix it without having to basically nose you every single day.
I do think builders get a really bad name, to be fair, because the good ones are unbelievable, aren't they, to work with. They're organised, they do the work to high spec, but it's like people that maybe try and cut the budget to work with these guys, they're the ones that get annoyed and they're the ones that bitch online. Yeah. Whereas if you just pay a bit more for a good guy, good gang of guys, then 9 times out of 10 you can't really go wrong if if the quote's like where it should be. It's like
Yeah, and this is a huge renovation.
Yes, massive.
This is a huge renovation. We'll talk about the numbers later. So now you have taken on, is this the biggest renovation you've done so far?
Yeah, so that's why I haven't got any more single lets at the moment, because this is, for me, this is like 6 houses in one. Okay. Because that's what effectively, houses rent up here £400-500. We're going to have 6 rooms renting that. So it's a huge project, yeah.
Okay, perfect. I want to show you guys some more of the house right now. well, let's ask you some questions, because on the way up here and last night, I asked the Property Circle members if they want to ask you anything on HMOs. So the first one was, during the refurb, depending on how long you've owned the property, how have you found the price increase with materials? Has it affected you?
Well, from the way we've done it is I've got my quote at the start of when we completed from my builder, and we stuck to it.
Oh, so he's honoured it?
Yeah, he's honoured it. Yeah. So that's a question for him, maybe.
That's good. I like that one. That's,
so yeah, we've kept a budget, and obviously I've done my own sort of bits with furnitures and not really refurb stuff, but yeah, it's been okay.
So keep hold of him then.
Yeah, no, he's decent. Where's this going?
Yeah. Next one. Are you getting a commercial valuation on this after refurb?
So it's a tricky one. We've paid for one, and it's all at the discretion of who turns up.
Okay.
Whether they see it fit that it's a commercial, because we're at 6, we're not at that sweet spot of 7 bedrooms. So we're going to go for it, but we've been told to sort of, bear in mind that they could turn and say bricks and mortar. So we'll see.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed, yeah. But we'll never know until the day, really.
Next one. Why HMOs?
So
why HMO on this one, because they don't know what you own.
Yeah. So I've got a HMO rent-to-rent portfolio. So I've got experience with HMOs. I know what works, what sells. So obviously the cash flow is fantastic, but the fact that now I can do the conversion aspect of it and actually have the ownership of it, the cash employed is unbelievable as well.
Yep.
When you refinance out of it, so there's great potential. If you can get a place which is completely run down and you can turn it into something like this, you can add some serious value and cash flow fantastically, and maybe not even leave too much money in it.
What is your passion with property? Why did you start?
I think freedom, financial freedom. I know it's a bit of a cringy sort of thing, but having the freedom to do what you love, and not need to do something maybe at the same time. Yeah, just having that freedom and that flexibility of in control of your own life.
We'll go out to the front, and now we're going to talk about the numbers. The whole remember? All important part of the house.
Yep.
Numbers. What was the purchase price?
The purchase price was 60,000 off market.
Direct to vendor?
No, it's a sourcing company.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What was the sourcing fee?
4K.
Okay.
Yeah, so 64.
64.
Yeah.
And the renovation costs?
Renovation, we're at about 145, including that, including all my professional fees.
Okay, so you're around 205?
I'm around 205, yeah.
Okay.
209 maybe.
And end value?
So we've put it in at 280, but we're anticipating it anywhere from 225 to 250. Yeah.
So you'll just be leaving a little bit of money in?
Yeah, at 250 we leave in what maybe not even 10k.
Okay, which is unbelievable, isn't it?
Fantastic, yeah, because it's going to gross. You're probably going to ask, but it's
I was about to say that. Yeah. So what are you looking for the 6 rooms?
Yeah. So annually, it's going to gross 32,800, I believe, is the number, and it should cash flow £1,300. Obviously, I have a management company up here which takes the percentage. A mortgage, I buy in a limited company, so my rates are higher than a lot of people.
Okay.
And everyone knows about utilities as well. It's going through the roof, so that's killing me a bit as well.
Yeah, it is. But if you run it for 12 months and then get a commercial valuation, or 2 years and go again for a commercial valuation, then obviously it'll be a lot more than what you'll get if it's bricks and mortar.
So after the 2-year fixed, then we'll
look at it again.
Yeah, assess our options, and we could, get a valuation, like you said, starting with a 3.
Yeah.
So, and then we can pull out even more.
Which will be ideal.
Be absolutely perfect, yeah.
Thank you very much for letting us come down today.
No problem. Pleasure.
Appreciate it.
No worries.
Thank you.